LeBron James making his decision yesterday and deciding to go to South Beach, not Miami, but South Beach, is, I think people are talking about that a little bit. So we're going to go to our old school TYT sports correspondent, Steve O. Steve, welcome back to the program.
Hey, Cenk, thanks for having me back on.
When was the last time you were on, like 5 years ago?
It's been a while.
All right. Oh, look at that. I was in there. Steve's in there. Okay. So, Steve, a lot of people are saying that there's a couple of different issues here. One, that the TV show was classless. Two, he should have stayed in Cleveland to win the championship there. Otherwise, it doesn't really count. And he's doing a cop-out by going, etc. So let's do it one by one. Should he have done the TV show?
No, that was awful. I was embarrassed for him. It was great TV drama, and I got a kick out of it. But for LeBron, I thought that was an awful, awful move. And I can't imagine how they could have ruined his brand and his legacy worse by doing something else, because he has a terrible team of advisors, a bunch of 25-year-old kids. Because, I mean, think about it. Unless you're the Miami Heat or you're a Heat fan, how can you watch that and not be sickened by it, especially if you're a Cleveland fan? That was a monumental PR disaster. I mean, basically, they advertised to the world that LeBron is a jerk.
All right, so two thoughts before we go any further. One, the picture we're using of you is from an old basketball game that we played, and it is hilarious. It is probably my least favorite picture of you because, for the love of Christ, put on a shirt. And it is, but it's also my favorite picture of me because I look about 50 pounds lighter than I do today.
No, that's a great picture, and I'm an idiot for having my shirt off next to Kenon with his shirt off.
Yeah, Kenon looks slightly better. He's the guy on the left. All right, anyway, now back to the TV thing. I love the TV part of it. Look, yeah, it was bad for his image. I agree with you on that. La, 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 la. Come on, it was the most wonderfully awkward piece of television. Do you know anyone who didn't watch it?
No, that point I'm 100% with you on. And for entertainment value, for drama, for the anguish, all of that was fantastic. It was terrible for LeBron himself, and was terrible for the Cavalier fans to be tortured like that. But for everyone else, it was great drama.
Yeah, yeah.
Big entertainment, yes.
Yeah, and by the way, look, I know Cleveland people get angry. Somebody can't threaten to cancel their membership, etc. Right? But look, the guy's allowed to make his decision. You shouldn't do your, let it affect your life where LeBron James plays basketball. I mean, come on.
Okay.
That was a reason.
I have harsh words for Cavaliers fans and for the owner in particular. Grow up. Quit your whining. You're a big fat baby. You should be on your hands and knees thanking LeBron for the great basketball he brought there for 7 years. And to ask that man to sacrifice his entire life and his career to make you happy is just too much. Let the man do what he wants to do. I mean, now, the way he left was terrible, okay? It was classless. But the fact that he left is not a problem, and they should get over it.
Now, so, Steve, that goes to the heart of the issue. Should he have gone to Miami? Now, Ben yesterday on the show said that he'd be better off in Cleveland. They had 60-plus win seasons there, and that he could have won in Cleveland, and that would make it worthwhile, etc. And now he's running in the arms of Dwayne Wade. It doesn't make sense for him even if he wants to win a championship. What do you think about that?
Well, first of all, Ben Mankiewicz. As you know, I know Ben Mankiewicz. I've played ball with Ben Mankiewicz. The problem with Ben Mankiewicz is that he's a complete idiot when it comes to basketball analysis. And he could not be more wrong. Look, the Cavaliers have a terrible team and a bad organization. Look what LeBron had to work with for the last 7 years. He had Carlos Boozer in his rookie season, but that was it. Boozer ran away. So that tells you right away that the organization is incompetent. They can't keep good players. And then the next best player that he's had his entire tenure there is Mo Williams, who has proved at best that he is inconsistent, okay? Usually he's consistently bad. So he's not going to win anything. I mean, I can't recall exactly how the Cavaliers fared this past season, but 2 seasons ago when they were eliminated by the Magic, they actually had a losing record against the elite teams because LeBron is good enough to beat all the clown teams by himself, but when it comes to elite teams, he can't beat them by himself. He loses. And, of course, he should go to Miami and team up with Wade and and Chris Bosh, and that does not tarnish his legacy or those championships in any way. That's what everyone does. Name one superstar who won by himself. If you go back to Kobe, okay, who by everyone's account is the next best player after Jordan in the modern era, the Lakers have been abysmal after they lost Shaq. The first year, the Lakers had a losing record, didn't even make the playoffs, and then they got eliminated for the next couple of years. And then when Gasol arrived, magically they went to the NBA Finals and lost to the Celtics. So Kobe has Gasol. He also has Lamar Odom, and a cast of excellent role players, plus the best coach in NBA history in Phil Jackson. And you go back to all the great players like Bird, Magic, and Jordan. They had excellent teammates. Jordan had Pippen. He also had Rodman and Grant. He had Steve Kerr. And he had Phil Jackson as well. He had Tony Kukoc. I mean, a lot of good players. Magic had Kareem, Worthy, Byron Scott, Norm Nixon, Bob McAdoo. I mean, the list goes on. And poor LeBron James has only Mo Williams. Come on.
And
okay?
Delonte West, but who is more busy apparently having sex
right.
with.
And you know what? I want to call out Charles Barkley. Apparently, Charles Barkley said something to the extent that LeBron is he cannot be the man because he ran off to join Wade and Bosh. But let me tell you, that is exactly what Charles Barkley did when he ran off to Houston into the embrace of Clyde Drexler and Hakeem Olajuwon after they had just won 2 in a row. And then, you know what? Barkley did it in his 13th season, and he couldn't get it done. LeBron has played 7 seasons. If he signs with Cleveland for 6 more, there'll be 13 seasons for him, and I bet you he can't get it done at that point either. So why are people vilifying LeBron for doing exactly what everyone else has done, except he's doing it at the right time so that there's more energy, more excitement, not just for the Miami Heat, but in the NBA in general.
Oh, damn, the shirtless TYT sports correspondent calling out Barkley right here on air.
And I love Barkley, but but sometimes he says stupid things.
Yeah, I'm with you. All right, Steve, final thing. Look, I hear you. And Magic had Kareem, et cetera, although I wouldn't have cited Kukoc or McAdoo was a good guy. I'm not sure he qualifies us in that same category.
You're right, but he had Pippen. Jordan had Pippen.
No, I hear you on all that stuff. But I guess why people think this is different is not because LeBron got somebody like Gasol, et cetera. But after Kobe, especially as Kobe gets later in his career, I think most people are convinced that the 2 best players in the league are Wade and LeBron. So
Correct.
It's like Magic and Bird going on the same team. You see what I'm saying by that? And so if he was really competitive, wouldn't he want to beat Wade rather than joining Wade?
You know what? That's a fair point, and that is a point that I kind of agree with, and that's why I thought that he might go to New York and team up with Amari and hopefully get Carmelo next season and beat Wade, because he's not going to beat Wade by himself, especially if Wade has Chris Bosh. And that would have been great drama. I would have loved to have seen that. But you know what? He chose Wade, and I don't think that is a cowardly act. I don't think that's a cop-out. I'm actually super excited to see this great team that's relevant. What I hate to see are superstars toiling in irrelevant mediocrity like Chris Paul. I mean, who wants Chris Paul to stay in New Orleans to be quote-unquote loyal and win on his own terms? Wouldn't you rather see Chris Paul on a contender doing what he does and seeing him on a big stage on a regular basis? I mean, imagine what would have happened to the Lakers if Gasol never got there. And Kobe and the Lakers are 42 and 40 every year, and they barely make the playoffs. They get eliminated, and Kobe is just an afterthought. I mean, that would suck.
Look at this heartless TYT sports correspondent, ready to rip the hearts out of the people of New Orleans, while, as if Cleveland wasn't bad enough.
I'm a bad man, but, I'm talking about this from a sports fan's perspective. And, even the people of New Orleans, really, what's the point of having Chris Paul there if that's all they got? Make some moves and build a contender, and if they can do that, God bless them. But if they can't, let the poor guy go and, find some success somewhere else.
All right, I'm actually with you, and I can't wait to watch the Heat play. And now there's all this drama. And I know you mentioned this to me earlier off air, and I'm a total believer in this, which is that, look, now you've got great drama because either they're going to be awesome and legendary, or they're going to lose, in which case everybody's going to love that. So it's a win-win.
That's exactly right, Jack. So think about it, okay? Imagine if the Celtics, with their old creaky team, beat the Heat. It'd be great drama. Everyone would say, oh, the savvy veterans, Ray Allen, KG, coming through with these youngins. They just can't get it done, at the end of the day. That would be great drama. Or if Orlando beats them, Stan Van Gundy gets his revenge. It's fantastic. It's fantastic all around. And if there's any way that Cleveland can actually put together a team and win before the Heat do, as Dan Gilbert promised in a silly way, that would be awesome too. I mean, this is a no-lose situation for fans all across, okay? Either you're going to see this monster team juggernaut that just kicks butt everywhere, which would be fun to watch, or you can see them coming undone, which is also great drama and fun to watch. I mean, it's excellent, and I can't wait to watch the season next year. And if the Heat battle Kobe and the Lakers in the finals, how awesome would that be?
Yeah, I can't wait for that either. And, Anna and I were talking yesterday about how we're doing well now, and a lot of people questioned us before as a show, and she wanted to print out shirts that said, "What now?" Okay? And if Cleveland beat the Heat in some miraculous way, boy, would that be the best-selling shirt in Cleveland. What now?
Oh, it's me great drama. I mean, whoever the Cavs can get to somehow, partially replace LeBron, and they play their hearts out against the Heat when they come to Cleveland in the regular season, and if they somehow, win in triple overtime, come on, that would just be so awesome.
We're talking about nonsense. I mean, what's going to happen? Delonte West is going to beat them, and then he's going to be like, first your mom, now you.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, that's not going to happen.
No, it's not going to happen, but it'll be awesome. And then if instead LeBron drops 50 on them, you can see Dan Gilbert crying, that would be awesome too.
All right, everybody's a winner.
Everyone's a winner.
Steve-O, TYT sports correspondent of yesteryear, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Cenk. Take care.